everyone, and welcome to Scrap Saturdays. I hope you're all doing well. Happy New Year! Yay! Happy New Year. I'm hoping that 2018 brings you a whole lot more love and light into your homes, into your hearts, into everything that you put your mind to. I wish you success. All that good stuff, all that good snuggly stuff that I just absolutely love. I wish you all of that 10 times over. And thank you so much for letting me take a break. It's not even 2018 yet, okay? Was that a good intro? I know that this is going up in the new year, so I'm actually being a good girl. And I decided to, instead of go right into my December daily, I thought, no, I'm not in the mood, and I just needed to do something other than Christmas. And I hope that honesty doesn't turn you guys off and all think, I am going to do my December daily. It's coming up next. But for the first 3 hours today, 3 hours, I'm so spoiled. I'm so happy I have time off to do this. But I created like 4 or 5 layouts to complete my Felicity Jane autumn kit. And I'm excited because I saw that the new kit called Regan has gone up, and I'm like, okay, I've got to get the mindset going and just finish, just get something done, right? That's what I thought, because to be honest with you, I still have to print photos for the December daily, and it's such a big job. Like, I was really contemplating on being more honest than I think I can be, but it's like, I think that's why I don't do December daily properly. I think that's why I never complete it. It's because it seems to be too much for me and my style. Yeah, I don't know. So I decided to start with this. And these are just 2 of the scenery type photographs. And I've never done this before, where I had 2 horizontal pictures and they are of the same place, but they're 2 different kinds, and I cut them both in half, where I thought they'd be like at the 3-inch mark, roughly, nothing perfect. And then I staggered them one in between another, and I love the way this turned out. I didn't know how I was going to use this bicycle. Fantastic. It's like as if we're biking through, the mountains of Hungary or something. I hope there's mountains in Hungary, because I don't know. But I was kind of thinking like Sound of Music thing, right? Work with me here. I don't know. Everything takes practice. Getting back into the groove of doing layouts takes practice. Getting back into the groove of doing voiceovers takes practice. It's all in a practice of. And so what I always tell you about, and what I always want to talk about on my scrapbooking channel, is the similarities of, or where you can feel connected to me. And I just did that video where, this is the first process video using my Canon camera or camcorder. And it was my test run video. And I was kind of in a silly, quiet mood, and my house was upside down. And I thought, I'm going to play with the camera and see where it gets me. And the truth is, I didn't have any mojo, was not in the mood. And then while I sat here in my scrapbook room and let that video itself render, I started to tidy up. I started to put things together that were, that belong together. I started to put away my planners where they belong so that I can continuously write in them every day. And so once I tidied everything up and I had a clean desk, then I started to let those feelings come back in. And then I told myself, okay, you know what? It's still 6 o'clock in the evening. I could have had plenty of time last night, to be quite honest with you guys, to scrapbook, but I still didn't feel like it. So I didn't force myself. And that was part of the things that I was talking to you about with my face-to-face video. And that's really the truth, right? So today is a new beginning. Today is whatever day this is going to go up on. I have no idea, to be honest, but it's January something today. Today is a fresh start from yesterday. And yesterday, or 2 days ago, 3 days ago, was a whole year gone by. And what does that mean? Well, that means that you have to let go. You have to let go of 2017, all of it, the good and the bad. And I know you're going to be like, the good and the bad, Monica. What do you mean the good and the bad? All of it. You let go of all of it, because any emotion that holds you hostage will hold you back. And allowing for more good to happen means you don't stay stagnant with all the good that happened last year, right? And you don't stay stagnant in that stress of all the bad that happened last year as well. And that's what I love about New Year's. I love that it's just a breath. It's a fresh breath. It's like a new breath because you haven't taken a breath yet in 2018. You haven't. This is your first few breaths. What are you going to do with them? What the heck is going to be so different this year than last year? And why are you going to repeat those stupid things that you did last year that you know got you nowhere? Which is making yourself feel guilty for not scrapbooking, making yourself feel guilty for scrapbooking, making yourself feel guilty for buying more scrapbooking supplies when you know you don't need any more. We know all the right answers, all of us. We all share the same ideas. We all tell each other that this year, right? I think it was Adele from Inky Quill. She had put up on Instagram, what are the first few challenges or your goals within this hobby that you want to do? And most people wrote down that they wanted to use up their supplies, that they didn't want to buy anymore this year, right? And it's the same challenge we give ourselves every year. We're going to use what we have. We're going to sit in our room and we're going to create. And I thought, I read all the comments and I'm like, I can't lie. And so my comment was, my answer is the same as everybody else's here. I want to create with more purpose and love. More purpose and love. I want to create for myself. These albums aren't for my kids. I have no onus on them. I can't hold them accountable for something that I'm so crazy passionate about. No way. It's pure self-love. Pure self-love. This is only about me. I love that bicycle so much. It makes me giddy. I know that when I show that bicycle to other people, they're like, that's a cute bicycle. I'm like, a cute bicycle? That's a freaking awesome cute bicycle. Right? It's just like when Charisse, you left me such a cute comment and you said that your friends were visiting, the new ones that never saw you sift through garbage to find all the ribbons and tags that other people think is useless. Well, we see things differently as scrapbookers. We see through all the piles of ribbons and papers and little tags and restaurant menus. We see opportunity. But you have to be in that zone. You have to be inspired by it, not just to hoard it, but to use it. Not just to see everything on the internet and be just, I need to buy that without using it. Because that's when the guilt sets in. And that's the honest truth. That's why you're feeling guilty. That's why we are feeling guilty. That's why I feel guilty too. Because I sat here and I showed you all the hip kits that have never been opened. I know how you feel. But today when I was creating, the first thing that I was so happy about was this camera that does not automatically stop like my other camera does every 12 minutes or something like that, or sometimes every 5 minutes, depending if it was overheating. And there was such a freedom. I thought, oh my God, thank you, God. I'm so spoiled to be able to, have a husband and have a job and have extra money that I could buy a camera like this for myself. I'm very grateful. I don't take that lightly at all. My goodness, I'm so humbled because it changed the way I scrapbook now. Now I can completely get lost in what I was doing instead of always looking up and stopping and getting worried whether or not it was recording for you, right? Because that's part of all the stress of doing this. So there was that freedom today. And then the first one, like this layout, I still love it. I think it's so cute. I love the way it turned out. Everything about it was so simple. There wasn't any people. I wasn't writing any stories. It is what it is. But that was enough to get me going. And then 5 layouts later, I was like, I'm hungry. I have to go upstairs and make myself a nice smoothie for breakfast, even though it's lunchtime. So when you're on vacation, breakfast is lunch and lunch is dinner. And I just loved it. Like that little tag with the leaf that I stamped with 2 different colors. So cute. Be inspired, my friends. I'm going to say that before the end today. I want you to be inspired by our truths this year. Inspired by our truths. And there was a woman on Inky Quill, on Adele's Instagram too. And she wrote this big, beautiful answer. And she said that she used to be fearless. And I'm sorry, I don't know your name, and I don't even know if you watch my channel, but I loved the way she said that. She said, I used to be fearless, and I miss being fearless. And this year, I need to find that girl. And I just paused. I totally took in that comment, and I thought, wow, this person is really being very truthful here. She knows a part of her that, scrapbooking brings out in her. I know only we can understand. If you talk to anybody else who doesn't have this hobby, they don't know what the heck I'm talking about. But missing that fearless person of who you were to create without looking at others' creations and cutting yourself apart and not thinking that your style or your scrapbooking is good enough. And that's what she was getting to. That's what she was trying to say with her huge truth. That she used to be fearless in scrapbooking. Amazing. Because creativity is personal, right? The way you color is so personal. That started in kindergarten. We used to look around the table and look at everybody else's coloring and why was theirs in the line and ours was outside of the line. What made us different? What makes you different? What do the pictures tell you? What do these accessories say to you? Where do you want to put your cork leaves? How do you want to position your photographs? It's all up to you. You have to let go of all that resistance and all those coulda, shoulda, wouldas in every aspect of your life and start with just one layout. Maybe 2 photos. I was going to say 1 photo, but I used 2 here. So, if I'm going to preach, I'm going to have to take my own advice. But yeah, start with a photograph, even if it's just a landscape one, so that you don't have to worry about what the person in the photograph's looking like or if the colors match perfectly. Forget all that. Just glue it down. Cut up your paper. Cut up a whole bunch of paper. Just cut it all up and put it into a box. Start with that. I don't know what kind of therapy you need when you're away in your room or you're tucked in your corner, but this year, right now, you're going to promise me that you're going to do it all for yourself. You're going to do it all the way that you want to. And you're going to find that fearless person, whoever that person is, whatever that person meant to you, because it's so personal and dear. Because without self-love and without perseverance for yourself, this year will be no different than last year. And that's what I'm afraid of. I'm not afraid to repeat myself within my layouts and within my style. No. That's just comfortable, like a nice pair of slippers. But what can you really do that's crazy different than last year? Is it using up all of your supplies? Is it really saying no and not buying anything else at all? Is it starting your own YouTube channel and showing, putting your work out there and letting the love come right back to you from all of the viewers, just like yourselves, who I adore and thank? Because all of that is what you need to do this year for you. And so, yeah, there's a lot of things that 2018 is going to be about, right? I know there's a lot of things because everybody has the same kickstart in the beginning. And I hope that with everything that we do together this year, right, that you don't get tired of me telling you to make time, take time for yourselves, because you are so worth it, my friends. You guys are so amazing. So amazing. Do not waste one more minute. Get off the couch right now. Go into your scrapbook room and just move papers around until you feel comfortable. Find the photos, laugh with yourself, and don't leave that room thinking that you didn't do anything, because any little moment, even just yesterday when I was sitting here and recording my shelves and looking around and opening up pieces of paper, that is scrapbooking. That is crafting. That is one step towards the right direction. And it's baby steps and it's truths together and me sharing with you how hard it was for me to finally sit down at my desk and create this layout. That's what's going to bring us together in the scrapbooking world, right? Right. I'm down at the end. I could not open my Heidi Shine Gold. I don't know if this video showed me struggling, but I was really trying. So I went back to my shimmers, and then off camera, I used an elastic band to twist the lid off. But I still like the way it turned out. It's beautiful. I just I remember the way the clouds just set on these pictures and just how, I don't know, magical it looked. Just awesome. I love it. I'm trying to find the off button. Oh man. Anyhow, great big hugs. I miss you all so much. Happy New Year to you and your beloved families. All of you, great big hugs. Thank you so much to all of my new subscribers, to all of my old subscribers, to the thumbs up, to the comments, to everything. Great big hug. Be inspired. Take time. Make time. Because as you know, this hobby heals. And I will see you very soon.